It seems to be working indeed. Working when we left off at 55,642.9 Benga boys. And that was on the 5th. Today is December 9th, 2023. BegaMytes. That is what they're called. BegaMytes, yep. When you have pizza on a bagel, you can have BegaMytes anytime. Ah, yes. Yes, indeed. That's a good sign. All right, who's ready? Who's ready with their woofs? Woof! Wolfie's ready. There he is. We have safely exited the hidey hole. Secured it. Grabbed Wolfie, got rid of some garbage. And continue west. The heck? West here towards the farlands. Woof. Here in Minecraft Beta 173. I was just mentioning before we started. Not
Glory
this.
to you and your house.
Woof.
Woof. Union Girl, 23 months in the subtub, and the first sub-resub of the day. Much appreciated indeed. Welcome back. But I was just mentioning how this is the first time we're doing Farlands or Bust, since I transferred all of my video games installation files from a normal old SSD drive, a 2.5-inch SATA drive, to the M2 drive that I got. Did you believe it was 500 gigabytes, Venga boys? And now it's at a 1 terabyte. I have so much space. I could install Grand Theft Auto 5 and not have to uninstall all my other games. Which is definitely something that happens sometimes. I am here to report, however, that despite the faster speed of the hard drive, the jitters remain. The jitters are not lag. It's not a loading problem or a disk speed problem, I'm afraid. I also had my documents files, my documents folder, my documents. Words are hard today. On like a normal physical disk drive, hard disk drive, and I switched that now to an SSD. I don't know if that will change anything. It just feels right, since I got a lot of scoffs, some scoffs at the fact that I'm still running most of everything off of hard drives. You dingus, you really hurt yourself on that one. Careful, Wolfie. So yeah, maybe that'll... I don't know, I've only run into problems recently with Adobe Premiere running out of memory or just being slow and stupid. Of course, I did then want to relocate all the Adobe products from my C drive to the new M2 drive. But you can't just do that. Like I told Adobe, okay, now install here, and it doesn't do it. You first have to then uninstall and then reinstall your programs for them to end up on the new drive. It's a bit annoying, and hopefully they kept all of my system settings. It also helped me realize, however, that I had 2 versions of Photoshop installed at the same time. Okay. Thanks, Adobe. I had Photoshop 2023 and Photoshop 2024, which would explain now why sometimes I would open up Photoshop and my recent files list would be completely different or would be missing something I just worked on. Because apparently I was opening them in different versions. Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future, everybody. It's great. Everything's working fine. Indeed. So we did that, and then on top of that, yesterday, I took the day off. I finished building the Frankenstein computer. And then today, this morning, I just finished installing Windows. Windows 10. So now that's all set and ready-ish for when the girlfriend needs it to replace her iMac that she's been using. Are you not going to get this pig, Wolfie? There we go. So it's been a real flashback. I haven't messed around with computer building and stuff like that since I built this computer way back in 2017, 2016, something. Windows 10 did activate okay, and from a completely legitimate source. I think it was that man Zam who helped me out with that one, so when the FBI shows up, I'll just point the finger at them. Completely legitimate. It's a closed road in Mexico. That was pretty funny. I don't know if anybody still watches regular cars. But he had some Mercedes AMG thing. And he had a video, like, driving up to 120 miles an hour. And he captioned it, "Closed road in Mexico." Despite the fact that it was still him. That works. That'll hold up in court. So yeah, that's all set up. We just gotta get some cheap monitors.
Agent _A78 gifted a tier 1 sub to me Menno. They have given 18 gift subs in the channel.
Agent, thanks for the gift sub. The memento. Much appreciated. Gift sub. Me Menno, you Menno. We all Menno for me Menno. Well, that's a zombie. That's a spooky noise. Yeah, hopefully I'm gonna, like, the same place I got the $10 monitor for the garage streaming setup, which has come into frequent use most recently. Hopefully they have some matching monitors we can get for cheap. Thumbs up. Oh, did you poop? Oh, thank you very much. Rain poops. Mm-hmm. That's all our new stuff. I guess here's a question. Does Windows 10 need a separate virus software other than the Windows Defender? I just know that's like the thing that the girlfriend is worried most about coming from a Mac. Because Macs can't get viruses. Define need. For somebody who has never owned a Windows device before. Like, I have, like, a free one that annoys me every couple days with an ad to sign up for their Pro version. Oh! Oh, I was like a second too late. Right. True. I think she'll be fine. Go to sleep. And a virusness. So yeah, I have her set up on my old gaming SSD. And then I put a 3 terabyte disk drive in there to act as a backup and extra space. I'm going to be very curious how big the hard drive on her iMac is. It is probably something like 64 gigabytes or something like that. It's a very old version of Minecraft. Last updated July of 2011, we learned on the last stream. What else? What else? Talk about. Built the computer. Updated this computer. Got stickers. I swear there was something else I had on my mind. You got an Indeed magnet? Where did you get an Indeed magnet from? Are you sourcing counterfeit Kurt J. Mac merchandise? From my store. Oh, do I still have magnets on? Okay, well, that sheep deserves not to have been sheared, because he successfully escaped. Okay, bye! Neo-Indidium magnets? Oh, I was gonna talk about the direct relief. I know it's like out of the public eye, but we're raising money for direct relief. Generally, the money goes towards their general fund to help everything and anything, but specifically, they were hosting a fundraiser on Tiltify for the Maui, Hawaii wildfires relief. And I just saw on Instagram that they're still supporting Hawaii direct relief, that is. So our $2,700 is still going towards that sort of stuff. They're putting together return kits for residents, because some and most residents only now are starting to be able and allowed to return to where their homes once were. Despite the fact fires took place back in August. So I'm just saying, it's still happening, and it's still being supported. Like I said, despite the fact that it's not in the forefront of
Get it out!
media, news, and
This is
whatnot.
gonna hurt.
It already hurts. Just take it out.
If you say so.
Merry Christmas, Kurt.
Cherry Miss Casey Kaysen, thank you for 31 months in the subtub with those Bezos bucks. Much appreciated. Subtub. You get a cut of the TeePublic sales. Yes. When they're on sale, I get less of a cut. But yes. I get half a sleeve. Yeah. If you get the short sleeves, I get the long part that they cut off to make them short. It's not terribly much. Like when it's on sale, it's maybe $1 per shirt or something, between $1 and $2. When they're not on sale, it's maybe $3 or $4. Different sites like Spreadshirt allow me to set my own prices, so it could be more or less than that. Same thing with the Stream Elements store. It also depends on if you're subscribed, you get a discount to that one. Depending on your subscription tier, that discount comes out of my cut. I mean, this whole selling stickers on the side has been good. Although I have yet to actually, because I gave most of them away to like raffle winners and patrons. Although the patrons paid generally for them, I haven't covered the cost of actually getting the stickers printed because I'm a good businessman. Profits. That's fine. This has been a good year on account of the subathon. I should have had 2 or 3 more subathons, honestly. Oh man, the Game Awards, am I right? I don't know, I didn't watch them. But I certainly heard about them. Ooh, look at all these pumpkins. We gotta count them. That's a lot of pumps. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Uh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21! Isn't 24 the most we've ever seen? I came to 21 again. Ah. Hey, Wolfie, no. Come up here. Sit. Oh, Wolfie. Look over here, you dingus. No. Ah, there you go. True, they had a Hellblade trailer. Which, well, that's about, which, I don't know, showed about as much as the previous Hellblade trailers did. Maybe a little bit more of the in-game combat. That is nice to hear it's coming in 2024. So I guess we're looking forward to 2 games coming in 2024. Hellblade and the original Tomb Raider trilogy remakes. 21. All right. 21 pumpkins it is. Well, basically, having not watched it, but the criticisms of it this year have been my criticisms of it every year, in that it was just all advertisements and all famous people, like, who are apparently in Jeff Knightley's Rolodex. And then any awards that were given out, they, like, cut off the acceptance speeches so that they could get to more advertisements. World exclusive. World exclusive. What's the world file size right now? I just said it at the beginning of the stream and I've forgotten. 54 gigabytes? 55 gigabytes? Something like that. Oh yeah, they were, Benga boys. Bengabytes. I'm shocked they didn't make the award recipients do ad speeches in their speeches. Ad reads in their speeches. I mean, that's how it always was. I don't know why all of a sudden now everybody else seems to have caught up. Or at least everybody feels comfortable just pointing it out. I don't know. I feel like for years, it's like the consensus has been like, oh, Jeff Knightley is a good guy, and he does a lot for the games industry and stuff like that. Which, I don't know. I don't know the guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but maybe 7 years, shame on us. 8 years of the Game Awards being this is a page too far. I think everybody's just sick of corporate video games, layoffs, mergers, billions and billions of dollars. He sure is a guy. Is E3 still a thing? I don't believe it is. Certainly the physical convention trade show is no longer a thing. The company that runs it, I think, put that on indefinite hold. Last I heard. I never paid much attention to it anyway. I was never invited. I know Gamescom, I think, is still a thing. The one in Germany. But I don't know anybody that cares about that either, honestly. A lot of snow. Germans do. I mean, as far as the industry is concerned. The hell was that, Wolfie? Hey, have a seat. Okay. Skeleton residue. That was pretty funny. A random flame. Jumping around and then disappearing. Yeah, I mean, E3, it reminds me a lot of CES, which I don't even know if that's still a thing, where it is like an industry media show. Trade show sort of thing. I just never CES died too. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it. You always used to hear about things. This releases that. Then again, I don't really subscribe to the same outlets where that might have been a big thing. And also, like, Twitter doesn't exist anymore. So there's, like, nowhere to actually see that stuff that I give a damn about. Not that I give a damn about Twitter, don't get me wrong. Is that the one where people dress up in costumes? No? I think you might be thinking of, like, an actual convention, like PAX or WizardCon or whatever that's called. CES is the Consumer Electronics Show. That's where, like, Sony and XYZ would release their new MP3 player or television, 3D television, you know, back in the day, where you learned about the Sansa, creative Sansa MP3 player. Thumb drive. Yeah, same here. When TweetDeck died, I'm not gonna keep twitter.com, the website, open in a tab. I check it every now and again on my phone. CS is still around. Right, that's what I figure. All of these things, cameras, MP3 players, you know, all those sort of dedicated items have now just become phones. In, you know, mobile gaming, it's all just happening in phones. So that's where they're going to release the latest folding OLED screen that cracks after the third day. Yeah, and then it's going to be the weird no-name manufacturers that show up on Amazon selling you their Wi-Fi enabled toasters. Oh, speaking of Wi-Fi enabled toasters, I need to make some beds here. I remember Grizzly when I first started using Tweeter. Before TweetDeck. Before retweeting and stuff like that. I would say I wonder if Grizzly is back because TweetDeck is gone. But A, Twitter wouldn't allow that with their API. And 2, AOL bought Grizzly years ago and shut it down. So that's the end of that. Consolidation and conglomeration of a once diverse internet. I have started to use as my default search in Chrome, which I realize is a bit ironic, DuckDuckGo. Which has been a bit of an adjustment, but it honestly reminds me of searching for stuff like back in 2012, as opposed to like the current Google. Which is nice, but then there's some stuff that Google's gotten us used to that's not so nice. Like it didn't automatically like link me to a tracking number for a package I'd order. Hey Kurt, do you have any voiceover work out there, like an audiobook or something like that? Why? Are you hoping to represent me? Are you hoping to put me in touch with somebody needing a voiceover? Over and out? Over, copy. To answer your question, no. I mean, there is a podcast edition of Farlands or Bust out there. And I did show up in an early episode of... What was the name of that channel? There was a Minecraft animation channel that I've forgotten the name of all of a sudden. I mean, all of a sudden, as in within the last 8 years since I last heard of it. It is. I've not done the audiobook yet. I want to. I was thinking just the other night that maybe I should just bite the bullet and just start reading a Cory Doctorow novel. Because he publishes them Creative Commons.
I don't know what to say. I'm touched.
You're both touched.
I hope you have a happy Honda days.
This is a Toyotathon family. Peace guy. But thank you very much for 87 months in the subtub. Subtub. The one with the pirate ship. Yes, I thought you were talking about Cory Doctorow novels. No, that's the animation I lent my voice to. Apparently, if you like the sound of my voice, I should just start reading Wikipedia articles on YouTube and call it a video essay. I'll get rich. What the viewers demand. All I'd have to put up with is a 3-hour-long H-Bomber guy takedown. Yeah, okay, Smidge knows what I'm talking about. That's the only repercussions, apparently. I'm still making my way through my first viewing. You did voice acting, Peace Guy asked. It was way back in the day, and I would very lightly use the term voice acting. Crafted movie. Crafted movie, I think was the name of the channel. Something at the Sea was the name of the 2 video series. I just played myself. I played Kurt J. Mac in a Minecraft animation, and I had like 4 lines. And I gave them like 8 different takes of each line, and I feel like they took the worst. It was unfortunate. May contain content. I mean, that wasn't voiceover. That was the channel that got born out of the first Flobathon. Oh, now I'm trapped. This tree. Yeah, what I was talking about before, about reading Wikipedia articles, is that the latest viral-ish video essay on YouTube is H-Bomber guys talking about plagiarism. And he points out and goes after 3 or 4 very popular YouTubers. Well, I had never heard of before. About how they literally just lift straight from other people's works, documentaries, books, articles, Wikipedia, and like word for word. Misadventures at the Sea. We're having 3 different conversations here at the same time. In the last Farlands or Bust live stream, I was worried that I was never going to have anything to talk about. And now we're juggling. We're juggling conversation topics. BegaMytes. Let's start a 4th topic. There's a linked video, Weatherman. That's not very many pumpkins. Like 13 pumpkins. Do better, Pumpkin Patch. So yeah, anyway, it's like a 3.5, 4 hour long video. It kind of reminds me of who did the one on NFTs a while back. That was like 2.5 hours. That was a different guy. Yeah, number goes up. Holding ideas. Both very similar styles. Who didn't do one on NFTs? No, but I mean like the actual really good one. So yeah, that's my main. It's all very interesting stuff, and like with each story comes like another unfolding of the onion. But it's very long. It's very much like the Peter Jackson of YouTube essays. It's like we could have trimmed a lot out of this. I mean, none of it's fluff or unnecessary, but there's just a lot of examples and proof of the blatant plagiarism. Yeah, I know. I think I watched his on the anti-vax one and other ones, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I was making reference to. If y'all like my voice so much, I could just do that. I'll cite all my sources, though. How's season 2 of Ramwin Park coming along? Hey, wait a minute. That's not my bag. Despite the fact that I own the domain name. This new Ramwin Park is so much there's so much less structure, and it's a lot more casual. So much so that it simply doesn't exist. You dialed that knob way down. Extremely casual. The cone doesn't exist either. Perhaps you're found in another dimension? I don't know. If any of the domains were available, I would definitely be doing a free Craigslist blog or something. But freepallets.com is taken. Curbalert.com is taken. Freeuprightpiano.com is taken. True. Yeah, they're not even being used for anything. You'd think if you went to Free Upright Piano, you'd actually get a listing for a Free Upright Piano, but it's just a park's domain. Other people's crap. I'm sure first come, first serve is taken. And is a naughty website. Yeah, that game. You came first. that would have been a good one. Is this still available? Especially for Facebook. Because that's what everybody says on Facebook. Don't ask if it's still available. That's only a problem because that's Facebook's default message. When you say reply to this ad. True, free dirt was another one. Free fill dirt. Real shame. It's a real shame. I feel like a blog like that could really reach some minor level of internet acknowledgement. Like Farlands or Bust. Orange. Yeah, maybe it's not my voice people like. Maybe it's this. See ya, dingus. I was gonna try to jump that, but it's too far. I know what I have. That would be more of a car one. I mean, ran when parked was taken, which is why we got when parked, and then just made it a subdomain. Because we're sparked. Speaking of which, I just got a big ass bill for my web hosting price went up. I gotta actually try to find somewhere new to put that, I think. I mean, I'm only really using 2 domains for websites out of the, like, 12 that I own. Farlands or Bust, obviously, and KurtJMac. The rest are just either redirects or I use for email. But I did just threaten to cancel my Adobe subscription. And they came back with, no, don't do that. What if we just give you the next 2 months off? Like, for free. Give you the next 2 months off. Go on vacation. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. Don't forget to do that. You have to call them? No, it's just online. I've been doing it for years now. Like every year, you go to cancel, and then they're like, are you sure you want to cancel? And you're like, yes. And then like in the 3rd or so step, they give you offers. And like last year, they're like, okay, instead of whatever, $49.99 or whatever it was, how about $29.99? So I'm like, sure. So then this month it was going to go up to $59.99 or whatever the new price is. So I threatened to cancel, and they're like, how about we give you the next 2 months for free? But it wasn't like the next 2 months for free out of a 12-year or a 12-month contract. It was just the next 2 months for free. So I'm like, yoink. So then I'm hoping and assuming at the end of these 2 months, I can once again say, no, cancel, and then they'll offer me like $39.99 or something. Yeah, it's all online. You don't got to talk to nobody. Although your offers may vary. I don't know. Well, you did do that twice in a row, you dingus. Although I did have a stamps.com account. It was helpful in sending out all these raffle prizes and things like that. And I used like the McElroy brothers ad referral. Oh sure, they got some money, hopefully. But the scammy thing about that is I canceled it before my month renewed at the beginning of this month. And then I still got charged, and then I looked at it, and it's because they charge at the end of the month. So here I thought I wasn't going to have to pay another 20 bucks. Scammers. But that was another one where then they're like, oh, well, actually, you qualify for our simple basic plan, which is just $5 a month, which they don't tell you about or give you the option of. But that one limits you to like 15 prints per month. Newman. Realpickleboy.com is what this whole thing is. What's something else y'all are paying for on a monthly basis or whatever that you wish you didn't have to? I mean, aside from everything. But I mean, something silly like I don't need a stamps account. I suppose streaming services kind of fall into that, especially if you're not like watching anything on them. And don't say your Kurt J. Mac Twitch subscription. Yeah, Adobe. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Health insurance. Yeah, we were just looking at that. Now that we're married. Joint health insurance. Jokes. Whoa! I was looking at chat and almost took a trip. Careful, Wolfie. Like HelloFresh. Hopefully nobody's still paying for Factor 75 or whatever it was called. I guess I am still paying for YouTube Red. The price is going to go up from like $9.99 to $12.99 next year. I don't know. Something happened to Factor? No, they're still in business and stuff. I'll feel bad sometimes if I do one of those sponsorships and like if anybody actually gets like stuck in one of those things if they don't necessarily actually need it. I mean, it's still being offered again as another sponsorship. Yeah, I don't know. I've gotten used to what little YouTube I watch is being able to watch it without ads, but true. It should be something you would remember to cancel. But yeah, Microsoft stuff. I mean, I guess I wasn't paying for it, but when I set up my laptop, and it like automatically logged me into OneDrive or whatever, and then started complaining at me that I ran out of OneDrive space just because I didn't realize it was backing up all my stuff to OneDrive. So they're like, pay to upgrade, and I'm like, no, how about I just delete the stuff off OneDrive? And then it deleted the stuff off of my computer, too. Good times. Spooky noises. Last night. Ooh-wee. Excuse me. guess the girlfriend signed up for the gym membership that allows her to take a guest. And that guest is me. But like, been like a month because our schedules haven't lined up. I don't know, I'm kind of wondering, and she even posited that I should maybe just get my own membership to go on my own availability. That way she can save some money on hers. But yeah, I don't know. True weatherman. YouTube Premium is a better experience and it supports creators at the same time. That's, I don't know. I need some updated math on that from YouTube, but I doubt I'll get it. I mean, I like it. I mean, I guess I also kind of use YouTube Music. Like, the only time I do, however, is like when I'm driving in the car, if I even care to put music on, or if it just starts automatically playing out of nowhere. Little you may get is more than what you'd get from ads. I mean, oh yeah, on top we were also talking about going together on a phone plan, but the girlfriend's got an iPhone, which works on Google Fi. Anybody have an iPhone on Google Fi? Let's go to sleep. And awakeness. Yeah, I just don't, I've never, and I don't want to ever use, like, Spotify or any of the other ones. I was right, 55 gigabytes. 55,717 megabytes. And yeah, I was using Google Music before that, so it kind of just rolled in. Here I am again, having multiple conversations.